This is a quick video on the field stripping of the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. A lot of people have had some trouble with this, and I've recently gotten one. I had some trouble at first because some of it is really not intuitive, and the instructions that it comes with are pretty bad. The thing that stumps people at first is this takedown lever here. Let's first make sure she's unloaded. What you have to do is push this takedown lever down past the 4 o'clock position. The way they tell you to do it is lock the slide back just like so, and then you push this lever down, and when you first get it, it doesn't want to go past about the 4 o'clock position. You've got to figure out a way to fight it past that position. I ended up using a pair of pliers to twist it around. After the first time with pliers, it seemed to get a lot easier. So anyhow, you twist this little lever around to roughly 10 o'clock, and it comes right out. All right, we put that aside, release the slide, and she comes apart like that. Little spring assembly comes out like so, and you disassemble it like many other semi-auto pistols. It's a little trickier getting it back together than it is getting it apart. Put the slide back on like so. And if you notice, when you put it on without putting any force on it, it's not quite in the full battery position. Notice this little area right here. So what you have to do, this is the little trick. You have to push it all the way to the full battery position, get it so that the back of the slide lines up with the rails. Now, take your axis pin, whatever you want to call this, and jam it in there. Okay? Now, it's not in all the way. What you're trying to do is get this pin over the little spring and also get it engaged in the hole on the other side. So, if you're very careful and you're thinking about what you're doing, you can start to pull the slide back, wiggle it some, and with some luck, it will go in. Hear that little click? There she went. And it's back together. That's all there is to it. All right, when you're pushing that pin in, you need to be pushing pretty hard. Don't pull it all the way back to what we would call the disassembly notch. Don't pull it all the way back there and try to jam it in. All you're doing is pushing it in to just as far as you have to get it to jump in. We'll do this one more time. Lock the slide back. Rotate it to 10 o'clock. Pull the pin out. Let it go forward, slide comes off, now putting it back together. Once again, bringing it back so the ass end of the slide lines up with the rails. Jiggle the pin in, just like so, and pay attention while you're pulling the slide back ever so slightly. And sometimes it'll go in real easily, just like that. There it went, and you're good to go. It gets easier after you've done it a few times because you learn how to do it, and I think some of the parts that have kind of sharp edges get a little easier to manipulate as well. Feel free to leave comments, say good things about this video.